Hi everyone, Nikki here, just doing a bit of a mixture video of different things I've made or got with magazines or just been trying out ideas with. So I'm filming, actually using my tripod today. I'm doing this in my bedroom so I can sit on the floor and do it rather than stand, as I didn't have a very good day yesterday with my bad turns, so I'm sort of a bit dopey and stuff. So anyway, I thought I would do this and just show you a bit of a mixture video, as I haven't really got a step-by-step thing to do. I've probably said in videos before, I will never do a tutorial. It's just something I'm just not up to doing, I don't think, and the sort of space I've got, I haven't really got room to do that, but I could do. Now I'm slowly getting the hang of editing thanks to YouTube. It's quite simple, well, simple-ish. It means I can do a step-by-step of how I make things, so that's as good as it's probably going to get on that front. So this here is a freebie from a magazine I got. It's called Card Making and Papercraft. I don't get it sent to me every month because obviously it's quite a big set of money to fork out in one go, and I don't always like the free gifts they do with it. So I prefer to buy magazines as and when I sort of see them, or because I suppose I'm like everybody, we really just want the free gift. So the free gift this time for their March issue is a Hunkydoray kit, and it's each sheet, like this sheet here. I must admit, Hunkydoray is one of my fave makes. Their cardstock's always really nice if you haven't heard of them. Everything's foiled, so like even though this is a freebie, which if you were buying it from them it's like £8, so even though it's a freebie, it's really nice quality, you know, nice quality card. And each sheet they give a name. You probably won't see it, and this one's like Lovely and Lace, and then they make sure they do papers to go with it, and you get loads of toppers on each sheet. So there's that one. This one's more, trying to do it without popping the sheet toppers out. Oh, and their toppers come out really easily, because I've had some mates and you end up ripping the topper because it doesn't come out. And this one's Love and Lace, so I think this is their lace, must be their flower and lace theme. This one's like loads of gift tags, which I really like, and it's a note to say. But it's just really nice, really pretty. I mean, I've made my mum's Mother's Day card, so I don't need to worry too much, but some of these would just be like, that heart would be lovely for a Mother's Day if you get it in time and haven't made your mum's. And then like even the papers are really, I don't know what weight they are, I'd say they're about, they feel like a 160, but they've got a really nice coating to it, and just, I mean, you could have that as an insert, anything. So I won't bore you too much with the paper, so I'll flick as best I can because of the angle I'm at. But yeah, it's a really nice paper. So that was a magazine freebie, which is a nice little treat. I've been feeling a little bit down in the dumps. And then this, I've been playing with, these are baby wipes. I don't know if you saw Shannon Green video when I sent her a little gift, some little gifts. Hers was made out of a baby wipe. I thought it was a tumble dryer sheet, but it wasn't. It was a baby wipe. They're really nice. You can paint on them. They're fine for painting on, but if you want to try and colour it in with any sort of pens, it doesn't really work. Tumble dryer sheets are better for that with markers. I suppose it's just a different texture. So I've got like that one, and I just put an ordinary stamp on using, I can't think what ink pad it is, but it's the one that's suitable for alcohol markers. This one had a bit of paint on already, so it's sort of that. And I plan, when I fill up to getting the sewing machine out, or asking somebody to help me get the sewing machine out, to make another little pocket with that. And I've also got a journal I want to sew together. sorry, you're looking at my carpet while I'm getting stuff. And then I've just also been making some cards because I'm not sleeping too well, so I've sort of been doing these off and on. I sort of did get back into my blogging, and I still like blogging and I like getting ideas, but I just don't have the time or energy to sit there and type something, so I probably will just be putting videos on my blog now, and it's Smurfs Crafts. I might put cards on them, write about them now and then, but I'm not going to be stressing about it, because that was one of my goals for this year, not to stress so much if I don't blog or I don't do a video. Like, it's like not major, it's not like I'm getting paid to do it. So yeah, this is just a simple one using papers from my stash and an old greetings card. I do have stamps and stuff, but when I was having a massive clear out, because I'd sort of gone a bit off my paper craft and I got rid of a load of stamps and stuff, so I'm slowly just building things up and trying to stick to brands I really like, rather than going, oh, that's the latest thing, I must buy it. So yeah, this is a Stampin' Up stamp and message, and I really like it because it says, the best friends come in all shapes and sizes, just like fabulous shoes. And then I've just used some wild orchid bling. I really must do an order with them somewhere, but pennies are a little bit on the tight side. March is never a good month money wise. Well, I don't think any month's a good one. Sorry for showing some Christmas cards, but I make some for charities and obviously my own stuff, and whenever I make cards myself, mine seem to disappear, so I'm sure my family delve in every now and then to them. So this is a Wild Rose studio stamp, and I actually won this one last year doing a blog, some blogging. So little cutie, coloured with pro markers, and I'm not too sure if you can see too well, but there's I used on the stars some of those glitter gel pens, so there is a slight thing, and then just some bling. Oops. And then they'll go, oh, crumbs, we're having a real disaster now. Oops, that's caught on there, that's why. This was a stamp set that I showed you a little while, might have been last week or the week before, and that was another magazine freebie. So I finally got round to using that, just using pro markers, and for my stamp I used a Tim Holtz Distress one. Sorry, I can't remember the name of it. Just using up some stash. I have a friend who every now and then she has a little sort out, so she gives me things she's not going to use anymore, which is really sweet of her. Her name's Julie, so that's really kind of her. And this is a stamp I've had ages ago, and I just went directly onto the card and just did a clean and simple one. So that's pretty much that. This is a light junky journal I'm working on, just something very simple. Like, I mean, it's just old magazine pages I've either painted on or ripped out. Like, that's just scrap paper, an envelope. And then I've done tumble dryer sheets that I painted on for the cover, so I need to put that together, because I like to make little junk journals for when I test stuff. So like if I get new products and I want to see how it works, I'll do that on a page rather than doing it on a set project and going, oh crumbs, I haven't done that right. So I like to make little test books, so I thought I'd just make one because I've been collecting up some stuff. And finally, just a flip through of January and February of my Smashbooky junky Dear Diary sort of journal book. I don't really have a set thing to it, so it's just my 2016, I suppose I should really call it my relaxation book, because, or anti-stress book, because years ago I went to see someone because I was very, very low, even more so than I normally get, and they suggested having like a dear diary, write things down or stick stuff in it. Doesn't have to make any sense, but if it helped relieve some of the stress I was under, then it was a good idea. And I suppose I've just carried on doing it, and it does help, because if I do get a low day, I can just scribble it down and not have to worry if it makes sense to anybody later on. It's just a thing to try and help when my depression's sort of flaring up, or I've not been well or something. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on stuff like that. Yeah, so I've shown the cover lots of times, and I've shown the pocket inside, and this time I just added a few more bits, like that free motion I showed in my last video. So I've just sort of tucked that in there. I've shown that page a few times, sort of saying why I do my books and a bit about me, like how there isn't much, like, I suppose, interesting wise, so I'll go through it quite quickly. So January was quite a bit of stuff I printed off Facebook, so like comments people had put to pictures and stuff like that. Sorry, my hands don't want to play ball, and that didn't want to move. Yeah, so just some comments people had posted on my Facebook, a bit of journaling, and as I really like Christmas, a friend tagged me in this picture, so I just printed that off and journaled about that. Some comments on stuff I've made, and I updated my Facebook picture. It's not this one now, it's something else, so I just stuck that in there. More Facebook stuff. Like I said, a lot of it is just journaling, but I try and make it a bit fun using different coloured pens. This was a voucher I got from a blog I won, and I'm trying to think out which blog it is. Oh, it's michelleerdesigns.com, and that was like for some digi vouchers. I think it's known as Mr. Design. And then these are just some tags from a shopping trip I had. More journaling. And then for each month I'm just using, if I come a bit closer, scrap bits of paper and then just putting like a little bit of decoration on. So February, I think, is mostly mostly journaling, and then just some receipts. And a lot of shops in the UK, I don't know if they do it abroad, they give you things you can either scan with your phone, or you go onto their site and fill in a questionnaire for a chance to win some vouchers. So far I've not won any, but it's always worth a go. That's a letter, just there is a letter that a friend sent me, so I just stuck that in there. And like I said, I think it's mainly journaling. Oh, and a little bit of a start on March. I just used some of my Do Craft flowers that I've had for yonks, and I mean yonks. The top one was pink, and I just coloured it red, so I've just added that there. So that's all from me at the moment, and I hope to be back soon with an update of how my maths collective journal's coming along. So I might do a March update if that's soon. Okay, so bye, thanks for watching.